Hello, Facebook Live. How are you today? Melanie Ann Layer coming to you here live on my personal page. If this is the first time that you've ever caught me live, I'd love to know that you're a first-time viewer so I can welcome you to my Facebook Live world. If you've watched me quite a little bit in your life, then I would hope that you would say hi. Hey, Steph, I'm so happy to see you. And if you happen to be watching the replay of this, you can hashtag Unity, and I'll know that you were watching the replay. Today I have a very big conversation I want to have with you, and I'm going to need your help in holding both the energies of this live to be powerful and a safe place for all of us to have a really important discussion, because this live stream is actually intended for a certain demographic of human beings. However, I have a feeling that more people outside of that demographic will also get to watch this live stream. And I just want to hold space for the best intentions and the highest good for this live stream. So what I want to say first and foremost is that who I'm speaking to today are the online entrepreneurs, the online marketers, the digital marketers, the influencers, anyone who uses social media as part of their livelihood, their business. I would love to speak to you today. So if you have someone that you know that is an online entrepreneur, an online marketer, and an influencer, please share this live, because this is a message for all of us to come together. And I think it's going to be good for me, for you, and for the world to have this discussion. So I want to thank you all for being there. I'm seeing so many familiar faces. Thank you for being here with me today. Now, before I begin, important thing to say, this live stream is not about my opinion on things. I'm not here today to talk to you about my opinion, and it's not either to talk about the politics of what's going on in the world. There is a different angle that I want to bring to the table today, which is what we can do to help and what we can do to support, because I really truly believe that there are a lot of places we can go if we want to educate ourselves on what's happening in the world. If we want information, there are places for us to go to gather that. And my intention for this live today is not to give information or my opinion about what's happening, but rather to propose something that I think could be very beneficial to the whole world. Now, the reason that I'm speaking to the entrepreneurs, the online marketers, the online influencers, is because we hold our businesses, we hold our online identities, and a lot of us kind of do our own thing online. We built our companies, we built our businesses, and for a lot of us, when we built those companies, those businesses, those platforms, there was a very strong intention to do good for the world with that. I know when I first started my business, I had this very strong intention, like, this has the potential to change the world. I want to change the world. I want to be a part of how the world becomes a better place. Now, although we are all entrepreneurs together, there is a degree of separation because everyone is doing their own business. So it's an interesting dynamic, because although we're all together in the same industry or in the same style of business, which is the online business, the influencer business, the online digital marketing influencing business, although we are all in this together, we're each other's competition. We run businesses that are, the same kind of thing, but together but separate, right? So when something like this occurs in the world, it sometimes becomes difficult for the online space to know how to respond. We want to be a part of the solution, but we're all walking in our own businesses, different styles of businesses, different sizes of businesses, different levels of impact, different levels of influence, different levels of income. And it doesn't feel like we have the same resources or the same abilities to come together or to go on on our own way and do something big to make an impact. And I'm watching the online space recently, and I'm seeing a lot of people step up and talk about incredibly powerful things and really wanting to get their point across and help. I'm also seeing people a little worried, not sure how to talk about it, afraid they're going to say the wrong thing. I also know that for some people, their livelihood is on the line, and that completely changing the course of a business launch or changing the course of what they're talking about could be detrimental to their business, which feels scary. So not everyone has the same powers. Some of us have more money, some have more time, some have more influence, some have a mix of all of that. But the bottom line is we have, as an entrepreneurial world, online, in the online space, we have a lot of resources. And what's incredible about us is that our community has no boundaries. It has no lines. This is an online global platform where people all over the world can come together and do business together. But beyond the business, for a lot of us, can come and do a big move for the world together. I really profoundly believe that the difficulty that a lot of us are going through right now is the separation and not really knowing how individually we can make a huge difference. And I'm seeing some entrepreneurs start to turn on each other now. And people who are not entrepreneurs looking at the online marketers, the online businesses, and saying, how dare you still be doing business right now? How can you promote your business? You should be using your platform to talk about what's going on. Like, how can you still be operating? But I think what we're forgetting is that the online world is the same as the offline world. Same as we wouldn't ask stores to close their doors, asking a business online to stop promoting or stop talking about their business isn't necessarily the solution, because the wealth that has been created during the most recent years online has actually been a huge game changer for the world. So what I want to bring forward is a different possibility for us as entrepreneurs. To have, especially in this moment right now, an opportunity for us to come together and to do something together as part of an online community and say, look, we're the ones. Our voice together is much louder than our voice separately. That is absolutely certain. So what can we do as the online entrepreneurs, as the online influencers, as a community together that knows no limits? Because then we'll be able to do so much more together. But it is a lot of work, and it is a lot of effort, and a lot of people need to come together for this to work. So for me, I think this is one of the places, and I know that recently people have been looking to me for leadership. For those of you who don't know me, I run a company called the Alpha Femme brand. It's called Alpha Femme. And it serves women all over the world. I have women from Russia, from Ukraine, and from all the surrounding countries inside of my programs and my year-long containers, and I have been feeling the levels of fear and of stress from all of it. There is human beings right now that are really, really, really suffering on the planet right now. And the thing is, they were in a completely different world like 2 weeks ago. This all happened so quickly, and this is like life as they knew it just got turned on their heads. But these are the same women that are on the FaceTime with us right now. It's the same women that are able to speak to us on the online communities. Like, we're so connected to these women, and from one day to the other, they went to being completely endangered and afraid. And there's limits to what we can do, but there's so much limitlessness in what we can do, because the fact is we've built an industry using this platform, which is the internet, and we have the possibility of doing something really extraordinary together. But we're gonna have to come together. Now, sending prayers is so important. Like, our energy around this is so important. And as often as you can in the day, if you want to send love, we need that. But there is so much more than love that we can send, because as an online community that can literally reach everywhere, we can send resources too. And there's so many ways as an entrepreneur that you can do something about this if you want. But I understand if your company's just starting, you don't have a huge impact, you don't have a huge influence. There's a limit to how much you can give. There's a limit to how much time you have. There's a limit to your influence. There's a limit to your money. It does feel like, what can I do? I'll send love. But I think if we come together, we will be able to make an astronomical difference. And this is really important. I stand for women all over the world to have lives of freedom, and this is definitely one of the things that we must come together to help, if it's part of our mission too. So who I'm speaking to right now, and I want you to know, like, this is not at all from a place of telling you what to do. This is coming from a place, if you already know, you've been feeling uncomfortable, like, I know I should be doing something, I just don't know what to do. I know I should be doing more, I just don't know what to do. Like, I just don't know what to do. Like, what do I do? And I know that there's so many people that are feeling this right now, because there's no leadership that is visible and easy right now to grab all over the place on the online world. So I think some incredible people have started talking, but there's not enough of us talking. And I think one of the other issues is we're not all talking about the same thing. So it feels like messages are being lost a little bit. Like, are we coming together as one for the world, or is everyone kind of going in their own direction? Like, what can we do here? So I want to propose something, because I really do want to help, and I know that focused energy creates a really big difference. Focused energy is like how we make an astronomical difference. Everyone coming together and doing something collectively. So, myself and my team have created an energetic container that we're calling Unity. The idea is that things done from a place of love are done differently. So this is a conversation about the women, the humans of the world, and men are so welcome to be a part of this, but Alpha Femme is a brand that really does work for women, but men, you are so welcome to help in this. It will be my honor and privilege for those of you who are non-binary, who don't associate with either gender identity, however you associate, Alpha Femme is for the world. And right now we're calling in the world, but I do speak mostly to women because that is my brand. But everyone is welcome, because what we're doing here is to support the entire world, right? So we're coming together to create a focused energy around what we can do as a online world that has none of those boundaries. Like, we have no limits to what we can do with the online world. We can all come together and we can make a huge impact, especially if we're all talking about the same thing and if we're all sending energy the same way. So what I'm proposing is this. I'm creating, and this is going to take a moment, okay, because it's a big project, and my team, I have a team of 16 employees, and they are already extraordinarily busy with our brand, and a lot of them are helping and contributing to this bigger cause. And I'm going to be calling out for support with this as well from people who may not necessarily have the financial abilities or even the influence, but may have some time on their hands and want to help as far as volunteers go. We're going to open up opportunities to come together with impact, influence, money, time, whatever we've got. If we come together as an online world, I think we're going to make a very big difference. So the first thing I want to tell you, this is really important, is that this has nothing to do with my company. This has to do with my leadership as a woman. So Melanie Ann Layer. and the support of the women that work with me inside of Alpha Femme. So this is the humans coming together, not just the company, the women. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. First, the first thing is this live stream needs to move. So we've got to share it because we're going to need women that have all of these things. We need people who are able to contribute financially in big ways. So if you are a woman who is able to offer a very large financial contribution, so I'm talking 5 figures and above, I'm going to ask you to email Unity, so UNITY @alphafemme.com. If you're able to donate over 5 figures, let's get together right away, okay? There's going to be opportunities to do things within Alpha Femme. I'm going to be creating some program or something that 100% of the proceeds go towards this cause. But the donations will be made through Alpha Femme, so you'll be getting a business receipt for the program more so than the donation receipt, but you will be contributing 100% of the proceeds are going to go towards this. And on top of this, we're going to be creating a very big resource list of all other charities that you can give to whichever amount you desire. And we're going to keep count of that. And we're going to need volunteers to help us with this because it's a lot. But we're going to need volunteers to help us to continue to tally what we're able to build as an entrepreneurial community, to really create momentum so we can make an astronomical difference. I would like, and I will say, like, Alpha Femme will match. I would dream that for us together we can create 1 million, and Alpha Femme will match up to 1 million as well to give back. I believe that we can do this. It's going to take focus. It's going to take time. It's going to take a desire, a want for this. It's going to take togetherness. It's going to take us all looking at the same mission and coming together. So I am going to be sending, and I think the link is ready now. We're going to create an email list for everyone who's actually wanting to do this work with me through your money, through your time, through your influence. And you will register your email here so I can let you know every time I'm about to go live. Any graphics, exactly all the charities that I am receiving from the women of Ukraine and the surrounding areas that are saying these are the best ones to give to. And then you can do your research also, but we're going to go directly with the women who are telling us this is where we need you to be giving. Like, I'm going to be sharing those links with you. So this is where we're going to be communicating back and forth. I'm going to be explaining all the places that you can help and how through this email. So the first step, the first step is going to be putting your email address in for this. If my team could put that in, we'll pin it to the top. I want to make it very clear, I am not going to be using these emails for anything else than this, ever. This is all it's about. I will never, ever, ever use your email address for anything other than this. And if you're already a client of mine, you will need to put your name on this list because I'm not cross-promoting. We're building this as a thing that you choose. You got to choose to be in this 100%. That's it. So if you're already on my mailing list, this is different. It's going to come to you through a different email address. Everything's going to be different. We're building this specifically for the online world. It is different from my company. This is humans coming together. So we are not going to be doing through this particular thing, and this is so important. Thank you for asking, Paige. We need to keep this simple because everyone who is coming in to help with this, whether it's me, the members of my team, or anyone else who comes in, contributes, everyone also has to be able to continue to live their lives, take care of their families. Like, the idea is that if we come together, a lot of us, we will make a massive impact. Alone, in order to make a difference, there needs to be a lot of work. Together, we can do something massive and still continue to run our businesses and still be proud of this online world and community that we've built, and be so proud of being entrepreneurs and where our resources get to go. That time freedom, the financial freedom, the voice, the impact, the influence we have, to really see those resources as such a gift that we have, and to be proud of what we do with them. Like, that's the idea. But what we want here is to create an abundance with, honestly, as effortlessly as possible for you. So it's so easy for you to do it. It's easy to share. It's easy for you to share the graphics that we've created for this. It's easy for you to have the right people connect to this so we can make a difference. It's easy to send a financial amount. It's easy. But the impact that is available for the world, if we come together in the online space, is going to be out of this world. But we're going to be keeping it simple. If for you have your own mission in your mind, maybe you've already started doing something of your own. Here I'm being asked, if we don't have funds to offer, can we offer healing services, counseling? You can do that, but you will go and do that in your own. You'll use your voice, and you can do that on your own platforms. You can still redirect people through what I'm showing you. These links, these videos. What we're trying to do, if you cannot donate, not even like $5, it doesn't matter. You can use your voice to tell people, if you want to help, go here. If enough of us are at least creating a space where it feels easy, more people will say yes to this. And the fact is, $5 alone doesn't make a huge difference. But if 500 people send $5, we're in a totally different world. If 1,000 people, 10,000 people. And I've already started talking behind the scenes with a few of my private clients, and we're already moving. I myself have already made a 6-figure donation directly through the Red Cross, because they have an incredible organization right now. But I want to give you other opportunities. Also, it's not even about which place. I'm going to give you so many different places and charities that you can give to that all go towards helping the people of Ukraine and the surrounding areas right now. Like, we are going to be giving you so many different ways that you can contribute. It's not just going to be through one cause. You'll be able to give however you want, but there's going to be so many ways that we bring different kinds of value to make this easier and easier to say yes to, or to help, or to contribute in all the ways. Even if it's the smallest contribution. Some days, the thought of putting $100 towards something like this is scary, but if you gave $5 every day and made your own coffee at home, it would be the most life-changing thing. Like, for the next week, don't stop at the coffee shop. Instead, give $5. It's like $5 a day. It doesn't, like, if it's easier sometimes to give $5 a day, or even $3 a day, rather than to give $40 at once. Make it a daily routine for a few days. This is going to be an ongoing thing. It's not a race. I'm going to tell you honestly, I feel like, from my heart, I want to share this with you. From what I'm listening to, the one hardest thing for me is that the message that I fear and I'm the most devastated about is the message that no one is allowed to come and help. That no one should come help out of fear of things getting worse. That right now everyone's at a standstill and people have to wait before there's any help. And I understand that I don't understand how it works. But what I do know is that any human being experiencing the fear they're experiencing while also believing that no help is coming must be the single worst fear on the face of this planet. So if we can make it feel like help is coming this way, then we're making a difference even in the spirit of the people. This is to help with diapers and food. This is to help with clothing. It's to help with, if there's any kind of psychological help available, any kind of support at all. We are people of the world, and our people are going through a crisis right now, and there are rules that we will never understand that have to be followed. But what we can do right now is come together as a world and make sure that they know help is on the way. Some kind of help is on the way. Not just us over here crying for them and praying for them, but actually doing everything we can to let them know that we're there too. We're there. We're here, but we're there. This online community, it's an omnipresent community. We're everywhere. So we're wherever we need to go. And if we can start creating this as a way of being, any place that suffers, the world, the online world exists above, beyond, around. There is no borders. So when we come together, the help is there. And that's the energy I want it to feel like for all of us with a voice, with all of us with resources of time, money, impact, influence, that we come together and the message is that we're united for our people of the world. Because that's why we did this in the first place for a lot of us. We started these businesses because we wanted to make a difference on the planet. Well, it's time. And there's no guilt and shame in what we have available as resources, but let us do our best. And if we do our best together, I think it'll be better than what any of us can begin to comprehend. Let's see. I know thank you everyone for sharing. Like, this is so incredible. Okay, so I'm going to put this here, pinned comment. So you will see there's a comment. My partner Kevin just shared it. melanieandlayer.com/unity-Ukraine. What this is, when you click on this, you're going to go and it's going to ask you to put your email address in. And all it's going to be for today, it's so simple. What you're doing is you're telling me, I'm in. I don't know what I can do yet. Tell me all the ways I can be in, but I'm in. Whether it's just sharing the live streams when I go on to talk to people, whether it's sharing the graphics. Anyone who registers, I'm going to share you the graphics that we've made to bring awareness to this. If you're not following me yet on YouTube, I really haven't been utilizing my YouTube channel enough. I'm going to be putting this on YouTube so it's easy to share. I will have things that you can reshare on Instagram, like even if it isn't even your own words, if you don't know how to write about this, you don't know what to say, you just need resources to share, there will be resources. You don't know where to give, I will be giving you places and sharing places that the women directly from the source are asking to be shared. I will be sharing those with you so you can make your decision where you want to be able to donate. And we are going to keep tally. There's going to be an opportunity to volunteer. We're going to, see who's a match for volunteering with us. Again, this is not like, I know I saw some things like hire me, I can help, but this is volunteering. This is everybody giving their time and coming in for this, right? But we're going to be needing some help to keep track of where we are in our financial giving so that we can keep people in tune and in touch with what they're doing. I think you're going to be blown away by what you might become a part of. If we do this together, we will do something we'll never forget on this planet. We'll do something that makes a difference, because alone we can do some, but together we can do so much more. And we haven't really, and I'm speaking to the coaches right now, I'm speaking to the network marketers, the internet marketers, the influencers. We haven't yet put ourselves on the map for how impactful and powerful these voices we've built can actually be. On our own, we've done beautiful things, inspiring, magical, magnetizing things that people all over the world are kind of shocked that we've managed to do. But what we haven't done yet is to come together as an entire industry of online magic and create something that actually changes the course of things on the planet for the people who need it. And right now, the people need it. If we're not together, we can do some. If we are together, wow, I just got a message, 175 people have already registered for this mailing list to see how they can support. If we really do this, there's no limit to what we can do. And it will not even mean that much on your part. This is the craziest thing. Like, you will be able to navigate the rest of your life. You will be able to keep promoting your business. You will be able to keep living your livelihood, but you will be a part of something that's working for the world. Sit with it. Even if it feels like, okay, I just want to see, I want to think about it. Sit with it, but together, we do more. And there's absolutely no doubt about that. So if you want to follow me and you're not like, there's something about the email address thing you're not sure about, I get it. Follow me on YouTube, Melanie Ann Layer on YouTube. I'm going to be reposting all the videos, all the lives that I do will be on there so they're easier to share. If we're not friends on Facebook yet, make sure you stay connected with me so that when this live, oh my gosh, 200 people are registered already. When this live is over, I could disappear, you know? If you've never seen me before, you may have never seen me before. This is the other thing. Like, if you've never seen my face before and now I'm talking about all this, you're like, who is this person? If you want to start to get to know me a little bit, I totally get that. Just follow my business page. I'm going to be doing a lot on my business page because Facebook shut down my personal page for too much activity in the past. So we're going to be using the business page a lot more to make sure that things don't get too overwhelming, you know? Melanie Ann Layer Alpha Femme on Facebook is the business page. If you're an Instagram person, just Melanie Ann Layer on Instagram or Alpha Femme on Instagram. I'll make sure it's hard to miss. I'll make sure that there's graphics for you to share, live streams for you to share, posts for you to share, links for you to share, places, a plethora of options for you to donate to. I will be creating opportunities to be donating, but learning at the same time. For those of you who are like, look, I don't have a lot of disposable income right now. I'm still trying to learn. 250 people have registered for this already. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful. And this is what I had hoped that I would see. I work with human beings that want to make a difference on the planet every single day. And I know that a lot of the times we want it to be our idea. And sometimes it's difficult to join forces with other people because we want it to be our idea. And I still want to empower you for that. If after watching this live stream, instead of wanting to come together with this, you have an idea of your own you want to run with, I empower you to do that. Just don't do nothing. This will be easy to come to. There'll be so many ways that you can give back. Even if it's just through your time or your impact or your influence. And I'll say again, if you are a woman of wealth, if you are a human being who's able to donate bigger financial contributions and you're interested in giving a 5-figure or more contribution, please send an email to unity, UNITY, @alphafemme.com. I want to have a discussion with you about that, okay? This, I profoundly believe that we can make a multi-million-dollar contribution to the world that needs us right now. This is about the people. We're people. They're people. Our people. And just not having borders in how much we can help. This online community exists without borders for a reason. Where is the help needed? Where is the love needed? Where are the resources needed? Because together we can do so much and we can manage it as well as everything else, with everything else. So this is the first message. There will be many. Just having these conversations is important. For any human being, and I want you to just think about this, for any human being who is in Ukraine, in Belarus, anywhere near what's happening right now, who's not seeing help. This is the scariest thing they've ever been through. Like, this is huge for them, for their kids, for their partners, for their family, their brothers, their sisters, their parents. Like, their entire families are at stake. And the online world is so easy to feel alone in, and I'm sure we've all felt this at some point or another. But living in a place where you're in danger and it's not all over the internet that there's a problem feels terrifying. So this is not a live stream to talk about the politics. It's a live stream to talk about the people and the fact that with what we're capable of doing, we can give without borders. We can give from all over the world. So I want to thank you for showing up for this live stream. I want to thank everyone who's already registered to receive more information about this. Stay connected. Stay connected. 315 people have registered. I'm so grateful. I'm going to be sending follow-ups. You're going to see more messages from me when I have more information about anything. It will come through email. Make sure you're connected to me on the business page. That's where we're going to be really talking about the donations and where we're at in this. I believe we will do more than any of us can even begin to believe right now. We are so strong together. In unity, we're stronger. Every single one of us, with as much as we can do and give together, is huge. So, as a world, as an online world, from everywhere you are, just where are you in the world right now? Just comment. I'd love to know, like, where are you? Where is all this live streaming coming from? Let me just go down to the bottom. There's so many comments. Where are you right now watching this? We're all over the place. All of us coming from different places. All of us in different parts of the world. Bringing love to the same place. There's nothing like this. So it's one cause, one focus, all of us for our world together. People from the US, Montana, UK, USA, Australia, North Carolina. Like, we're all over the place. East coast of the US, Uruguay, unity for Russian people as well, who even can't tell anything without being in danger. This is the other thing, like, there are very innocent people of Russia right now that don't even know what's in store for them. It's a scary thing to be seen as the enemy when you are a civilian. This has happened so often in our lives that, you know, an entire nation or an entire country is vilified when there are people who are just being people in a country. So for the love of our world, for our love of people, for our love of people and their experience that we'll never understand. Like, this is not about trying to understand what's going on. It's about coming in and helping. There's people from all over the US, Germany, Europe. Like, we've got people all over the place on this live stream. So if we just branch out to the closest pods of humans we have near us and make an impact with this message, it's going to make it around the world, and we're going to be able to send more help than any of us can comprehend. So the link will always be available easily. When you register, everything there is to know about this will come to you, and you'll be able to help as much or as little as feels aligned. I'm already grateful that you came here for however much of this live stream you've watched from all over the world. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to see so many beautiful people standing for something none of us really understand, and it doesn't even matter that we don't. People for the people. That's it. That's profoundly what I believe the online space is about. People for the people. No borders, just people for the people. Thank you for being here. Stay connected. For the people that are in fear right now, if you have access to the media, social media, and you're watching this right now, help is coming. I know it's not the help that you may be praying for, but maybe a different kind of help you never knew could come. But we're there. A lot of us are there. And we're thinking of you, and we're doing more than just thinking and sending prayers. We're working on something. We're there with you. We're there with you. We're there with you. You're so brave. We love you. And we pray that everyone that you love is well and safe. And we will do everything we can. Thank you, everyone, for being on this live stream. I will see you very soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will keep in touch.